Hey my friend, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. Today I'm here at my local dealership. They've got a new Ford Maverick here at the dealership for dealer training. And so like all the people out there that are waiting for one on order, I came here to check it out. And so this is my first time checking out the Maverick in person and actually getting to feel it and touch it and sit in it. So let's check it out. Alright, sitting behind the wheel here, and as you can see, this is a fully optioned Lariat. Headroom here, actually very good. This is about 4 inches above my head, and this does have the sunroof in it. Sitting behind the wheel, this has actually got the 1 liter bottle in here to demonstrate how that works. That is pretty slick. I kind of thought that was a gimmick at first, but I can see how that would be useful. These door handles actually work better than they look like they would. That feels more natural than I thought. So my first impressions of this interior is that for this price range, it's actually pretty well done. Yes, everything is hard plastic everywhere you go, but it's not trying to be anything but that. This little crinkle finish they have here on all of the surround trim is a little bit different. We'll just leave it there. And these seats are actually a little bit more comfortable than I've expected them to be. I sat in the same seat assembly in some of the other Ford products and wasn't so impressed then, but here, I feel like I could sit here for a while. Plenty of storage down here, all of the drive modes and the selector down here, and because we're in the FX4 Lariat, it has all of the drive modes and all the buttons are filled up with function. Trailer brake controller is down here. And this has the larger instrument cluster center screen. And there's no key here, but you can see that that actually lights up. And down here is the controller for the rear sliding window, the USB ports, 12-volt outlet, and the engine start-stop button that comes on this trim grade. A lot of people have been asking about this. If it's orange or tan, they can take it out. You can take that out and put a different color one in there if you want to. So I'm sitting here in the back seat, and you can see that my leg room here is pretty decent. These seats are set for my height, about 5'8", 5'9", so I've got a couple of inches here. These seats have indentations on them. Seating height is pretty good, and my headroom up here, I've got about 4 to 5 inches above my head. There's actually a little bit of an indentation up here for the headroom, and the seating height is actually pretty good too, which is one of the things I was really looking for, even though I don't plan on spending any time back here. It's going to be a comfortable place if you have people that are going to be on a long road trip. You're not sitting down in a hole. Inside the rear seat, you can pull the little tab back here, and that gets you down into the storage compartment underneath. And this one, fully optioned, has the USB ports as well as the 120-volt AC outlet and map pockets on the back of both seats. It's actually a pretty comfortable seat, I think. One little thing I hadn't noticed in any of the photos, but having the chance to be here in person, you get to see little things like this. There's actually a little pocket right here next to the seats that you could put things down here like maps or books or things like that if you're on a trip. The truck they have here at the dealership is a Lariat all-wheel drive 2.0 Alto Blue, and it's fully accessorized. It has a tonneau cover. You can see the outlet here, LED light. It's got the bed rail system. It's brand bed liner, of course. And over here, the storage box. It's got the removable tray down on the bottom so you can get big things down all the way in there. And the various hooks that come with everything. Those up there. And these back here. And this is one of the Little 12-volt DIY connectors right here. Just pops out. There's one on either side. This doesn't have all the measurements and the accoutrements that we find on the F-150 tailgate, but it does have indentations here for drinks. And it does have the key lock here to lock the tailgate. And the camera is actually down here. Trailer hitch receiver pops out through this opening in the bumper. If you don't have that, there's a filler piece that goes in there. And on all of these, the license plate is off to the side. So you can see this comes around. There's a separation here and here that allows this panel, which is actually bolted on. Right here you can see it's a separate piece from the body. It's not welded in. This allows it to flex because this is a unibody truck. This has the black painted wheels that come on this trim grade with the package, and the Lariat also comes with the unique grille with the silver crossbar. Down here in the lower fascia, this has got the tow hooks on it because it's an FX4. This one has the Copilot 360, and so this is one of the radar sensors that's part of that system. You can see that here in the grille. This one here is a 2-liter EcoBoost model, and so this has a more conventional looking underhood area. If you've looked under the hood of a Bronco Sport or a Ford Escape with this same engine, this is going to look familiar. Not exactly the same, but the packaging is essentially the same and the componentry is essentially the same. 12-volt batteries under the hood, unlike the hybrid, which places it under that rear seat in part of that storage compartment. Alright my friends, there you go for my very first look at the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick. I've ordered one and I'm waiting for it to get scheduled. It's a hybrid, so it's probably going to be late availability, as we're all finding out, but I'm being patient. But this is my first time to actually get a look at this thing and touch it and feel it. It's been good. It actually impressed me more than I thought it would in a number of areas, and I hope it showed you a few things that you haven't seen in all the pictures just yet. If not, it's just another video out there. Nonetheless, if you want to see more of what we've done on the Maverick, you can see that in the upper corner there, or you can click down below and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified of everything we do. Thanks for watching.